Hello and welcome to another short drawing lesson. It's Le Mans week and I thought we should draw one of the hypercars, the Aston Martin Valkyrie. I'm going to just cartoonify it a tiny bit and do it in motion just for fun. So I'm going to shorten the whole thing a tiny little bit because the actual car's really long. First thing we'll do is a front wheel over here. Try and draw as lightly as you can. Next we're going to place the second wheel on the real car. It'd be 3 wheels away, but I'm going to do mine 2.5. So there's 1, 2.5 wheels before drawing the next one, which I'm going to do a tiny bit bigger. Or all of them almost the same. I think the real one's probably similar. Next, bottom of the car, very close to the ground, a straight line, maybe a tiny bit higher at the back than the front. At the front for the overhang, we need, on the real car, probably 3 3/4 of a wheel overhang, but I'm going to make mine, say, 2/3. Let's start about there. For the overhang at the back, we need half a wheel, and you can do a faint vertical line there for the fin. That's half a wheel-ish at the back. Next, we need a curving slope of the front wheel that drops down again. We need a horizontal section in here. And then for a rear arch, we need to come in front of this half a wheel mark that we made, a little bit higher than that line there. We'll start a bulge, and then we can turn our page round so that we can more easily draw a curving line that wraps around the back of your rear wheel. Next, we've got some 45-degree angle lines to make. So one that's level, starts level with this. So 45 degrees-ish. There we are. And we've got the same thing at the front here. And then another smaller one up there. There we go. And then one last line up here that just gives a bit of thickness to this side, can run into that rear arch. Next, for the canopy, we start pretty much level with the back edge of your front wheel, come up from there, back a tiny bit, that'll be the windscreen, and then we're going to go up to a high point just ahead of the centre of the car and then drop down again to a point that's level with the front edge of your back wheel, but just up there. Let's try that now. That'll do. And we'll put a fin that starts almost level with the centre of your rear wheel, come up to there, back a tiny bit. It's quite a steep slope at there. The top edge parallel to the bottom edge of the car. Then you come down on that first line we put in there. Imagine a box sitting in there and give it a sloping underside. And then beneath that the diffuser. And we'll finish off the fin in the centre of the car. Runs just the same angle as that and has a very shallow slope to start that meets the canopy. There's the basic silhouette. Now we can give it a bit of character and some fun. So, well, I'm going to add a bit of dust whiz lines and the ground under the car with the shadow. They'll all add to the feeling of speed. I'm going to add some of these cartoony motion lines behind the tyres. And last of all, coming off the hubcaps, some whiz lines off there as well. And for details, we need to see things like the wheels on the far side of the car. We'd see a silhouette of those. Front and rear. And you can darken the underside of the car because that'll be in shadow. And then for details, we can start at the nose here. We've got a couple of winglets, one right at the bottom, one that's level with the centre of your wheel, and a little sticker there, which I'm going to do as lightly as I possibly can, because you don't want these stickers to be more defined than the main lines of the car. They're the important ones. There's a little winglet there or something. Another one coming off there. And that brings us to a very elongated wing mirror. Just here we've got another one of those 45-degree lines that I didn't draw very well. And it's black, so we can shade in there. I'm using horizontal shading because I think it will add to the feeling of speed. Just firm up that side line a little bit, because that actually casts a shadow on that central section. And coming back to the canopy, so halfway between the wheels, right at the midpoint between the two wheels, if you come up from there, that's the back edge of your door. You need a windscreen section, and then the side windows are this kind of shape, and in there we'll need to see a suggestion of a driver. This is all black perspex or glass or something. You'll be in silhouette as well. You need a bit of a light touch, especially if you're working with a pen, because you can't erase it and go back lighter. So try and draw lightly until you're happy with what you've done. Then you can just firm up bits of it. So this is the fuel filler, a couple of stickers, and just above there we've got a rectangular box, which I'm guessing is a camera, with a couple of aerials on. Here we've got a heart and a couple of stickers, a Valkyrie badge, and a bibendum, who's the Michelin man. There's a little sticker on there. The number of the car is in a box down here, with a smaller box in front, and another rectangular sticker. We've got the Aston Martin badge there. If you're feeling very brave, you could just suggest there's a checker pattern, but you really want that to be super light, because it's really just a different shade of paint in the paintwork, and you don't want to make it too distracting. This diffuser at the rear is black as well, so I'm just going to add a little bit of light shading to that. A tiny bit of detail to these wheels because they're looking a bit blank. When the wheels are spinning fast, you can kind of see things like the brake details and stuff going on inside there, so that's what I'm doing there. Maybe some blurred stickers, anything that adds a bit of movement. And you might spot a few lines that you need to firm up just for the drawing to read nicely, but try not to overdo it. It's very tempting just to keep adding another line and then realise, oh, I wish I'd stopped a few moments earlier. Do turn the page to make it easier to draw some of those tricky curves. So see, these are some of those key lines that have got a bit lost. It's surprising how lightly you can shade with a biro. A few little bits of gravel, stones flying up, big whiz line over the top, a few squashed flies. And I think we're pretty much there. You could do the number of the car if you like. Again, just really faintly, because it's not as important as the main lines of the car, is it? And I think we'll call that done. Hope you enjoy the race and have a great week. Do like and subscribe. That's always useful. And I'll see you for another one soon.